Hey, yo, it's that time again. We up, baby. Yo, what is up? It's your man Ego. We back on this boxing stuff. Come in, smash the like button. You know, YouTube out here hating. It's cool. It's cool. Ain't nothing I ain't dealt with before. Please come in, smash the like button. We are going to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Aries, he said, "What's up? What's going on with you?" Yeah, we got to talk about. I want to talk about the tank hate. I want to talk about, you got the Riyadh season just announced, so we're gonna have some fun in here. Let me do some housekeeping. hmm Ugh. What's good with y'all? I just ate me some tacos, so I feel good. I feel great. I'm TB Ego. Y'all know that though, bro. Boxing sucks without me. Let's just keep it real. Boxing is trash without boxing ego. That's why y'all been begging for me to do streams again. The game is trash. The opinions that are out, you guys can listen to them if you want. Trash. There's a lot of trash. Like people, they just don't have a grasp of the game. Your boy Ego, I done seen it all. I've been there, done that. So, like I said, you can believe them. You can believe me. It really don't matter. The pay's the same. So we gonna talk about it. Riyadh season. They just announced the card. Some of y'all not gonna like what I gotta say. But that's what I'm here for. Because I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm telling you what I feel. You on my channel. Yeah, you on my channel. You gonna get that work. I put out a video. It's an hour long, breaking down the Riyadh season card. Right, an hour long. An hour long. Like this is shows you that I'm the greatest. Nobody. I'm not talking about in the live stream. I'm talking about an hour long video. I could do an hour long, no teleprompter, no stuttering, no stammering, no mistakes, no cuts. I'm Jay-Z. I'm one taking my stuff. Bro, an hour off the cut. And I don't even need no Google, Wikipedia. Bro, I told you, I'm nice. I'm really him. Bro, I did an hour long video breaking down the fight. I knew all the players, where they been, what led up to this moment. And I didn't have to do no cuts or nothing. Just raw. I'm a human computer when it comes to this boxing. Stop playing with me, bro. There ain't nobody doing it like that. You got a bunch of edits and cuts or people doing real quick videos and stuff. Bro, I'm giving y'all details. I'm giving y'all details, bro. So it's funny when that it's funny to me because I did an hour long video breaking down the card. I said the good, the bad, and the ugly, like I always do. Tell me why you have idiots in the comment section. They was like, "Oh, Ego, you're a hater. You're a hater. Kiss my ass. I don't care what none of y'all talking about. You ain't gonna change my opinion. I said what I said. Do something about it. You dudes go. You that's all you took from an hour long video where I talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. You just took off the criticisms and said I'm hating. If you love the card and it's the greatest card that's ever existed to you, good. That's on you. That don't have to do with me. Bro, the card is cool. I ain't mad at it. I'm gonna watch it. It's cool, but it's not what y'all saying. Let's be real. And in this video, now you got me live. I'm gonna tell you my opinion and reiterate some things, and we gonna see. It's cool. It's good. What do you want me to say? Like, bro, I'm a man. I don't care about boxing. I'm a man before boxing. You're not finna move me off my square because you feel a certain way. I'm like, man, I love pepperoni pizza. Oh, I don't eat pepperoni. Oh, that's you. What that got to do with me? Because you don't eat pepperoni pizza. Or because Little Caesars is your favorite pizza. That ain't my favorite. That's on you. So if y'all not prepared to deal with that, then get off my channel. We giving y'all 10 seconds. Buster. But they never leave. They just stay. They stay and cry about it. Come on, Ego. What do you mean? This is an amazing card. Bro, it's cool. It's a good card. Some good fights. But it's not what y'all saying. That's the point I'm making. Like, for example, I've heard comments and they said, but Ego, every fight is a 50-50 fight. Bullshit. Every fight ain't no 50-50. It's 50-50 to you because you don't know about boxing. Every fight ain't no 50-50 on the card, bro. Like, put it this way. The day the card got announced, for some of them fights, I already easily picked who's going to win, in my opinion. Like, it didn't take no, I have to think about this one. Vladimir's dad, what's up? There was no major thought needed. Like Caleb Smith. Bro, what is Caleb Smith, like, done? Like, what are we talking about, bro? Caleb Smith got knocked out in January and had no legs and was doing the Tootsie Roll. The butterfly, that's old. Let me see that Tootsie Roll. The Tootsie Roll. Tootsie. Bro, what are we talking about? Do you fools watch boxing or do you just skim through it? The same man that was hitting the butterfly in January because Better Biev was hitting him with bricks with the brick hand? And y'all like, this is a 50-50 fight. All right. The butterfly, that's old. Let me see you, Tootsie Roll. Tootsie Roll. Tootsie Roll. To the left. To the left. Bro, what are we talking about? And then y'all acted like, and then on top of that, that's some British domestic level fight. Hey, y'all can't tell me right here in America that y'all been watching the whole career of Caleb Smith and Budussi, or whatever his name is, cuz they're homies. Bro, y'all some liars. Bro, these are like standard issue DAZN type cards, domestic level cards that they've been had. Oh yeah, mate, you're slagging, mate, you're belling, mate. Bro, stop. That's a domestic level fight that DAZN's always been capable of doing. On the homies, bro. On hoods. What y'all talking about? That's a 50-50 fight if I ever saw one, bro. It's all right. Buatsi got the momentum. I'm picking Buatsi. Yeah, I'm picking Buatsi. Y'all some Badussies. Y'all Badussies. I said it, yeah. I'm talking about every fight 50-50. All right. Bro, the man, every time Caleb Smith stepped up, it was murder. Murder, she wrote. Murder, she wrote. Bro, every time Caleb Smith stepped up, it was a Jamaican song. One blood. One blood. Every single time. Shaba. Every single time. Canelo. One blood. Skibbity bobbity doobity jubbity doobity shabity doobity doobity whoa. Sing. Now tell me who wanna up with us? Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, a bang, and let your brains hang, snitches. Bro, what y'all talking about? I'm taking it back to Shine. The Honorable Shine. What y'all talking about, bro? Name one fight Caleb Smith won that was a world beater that y'all thought he was going to lose. What are we talking about? Now tell me who want to up with us. Ashes to ashes, the dust to dust. I bang and let your brains hang, snitches. Tell the judge, please give me. What? What are y'all talking about? Ego, who you got? Figueroa, Fulton. Figueroa. I'm rocking with Figueroa on that one. Bro, I'm the boxing encyclopedia. Get used to it. So yeah, um, same like Carlos Adames and Hamza Shiraz. That's cool. Like that's a solid fight. It's cool, but Shiraz, his claim to fame is what Ammo Williams, who was untested, and they said he had mental problems and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all be hype. That's what the hype doctors is crazy. Y'all really be hyping up stuff like it's like this is the world has never seen this. W, that's my dude. He dated my cousin. Oh wow, I didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and some people are acting like this is the great. Somebody said like every fight could be a main event. Yeah, but really, like, you gonna put Caleb Smith Buatsi? That's like a UK main event, maybe. You couldn't put that in Las Vegas as no main event. So it's cool. There's some fights that I do like. Main event, obviously, Better Bia versus Beevil. But it's funny, y'all, some of y'all corn dogs, they gonna get mad if my opinion, my honest opinion, don't coincide with yours. I don't give about your opinion. Like, let's just keep it real. I don't. What does that have to do with me? Like, if a person is like, I don't like brunettes. Okay, I do. What that mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta like the hair color you like. You like nothing but gingers. That's cool. That's on you. What that got to do with me, dead homies? So yeah, the Riyadh season, it's cool. It's a good card, but again, people. First of all, let's just be real here, and please print this. Mark me down for saying this day one because I said it the day yesterday when the card got announced. So hold me to this. I ain't never scared. I ain't never been afraid of speaking my mind and then waiting and seeing to see if I'm accurate. You guys, some of you guys are cowards. You could never step on the ledge and be in my position with integrity and credibility on the line and then put these thoughts out there. Y'all can't do that, dear homies. Shout out to my boy Kamal Oz. Salute. We should have gotten Janabek Shiraz. Boom. And instead of Big Bang, I Bang You versus Ajit Cabiel, I wanted to see Big Bang Zhang versus Martin Bacoli. You can't tell me that's not a better fight. Ajit Cabiel, I think he'll probably get dusted off by Zhang, to be honest. And it's how soon we forget. Remember, not that long ago, Tyson Fury beat Wilder, and he said he was going to fight Ajit Cabiel, and everybody was mad. And now everybody love Ajit Cabiel. Listen, I'm not here to slight him. He cool. Ajit Cabiel, he cool. He beat the Mook Madoff dude, but that was a top rank guy that they was hyping up. Because he looked mad and he looked scary or whatever. He ain't who did Mac Main or whatever his name is. Who he beat? See, that's what I'm saying. Oh my gosh! Rest in peace to Roger Mayweather. This man came out with an eternal quotable when it comes to his boxing. Who he beat? Ain't beat nobody. Okay then, bro. Who he beat? Like y'all get hyped up and the muff ain't beat nobody to even have the opinions that y'all have. Who did Mook Madoff or whatever, Maka Madoff or whatever dude's name is, who he beat to the point where you're like, Ajit Cabiel, this is a shocking upset. Who? And then Mook Madoff fought the Guido dude, the Italian top rank dude, looked horrible in that fight, and he got Tourette's. Bro, he had Tourette's. See, y'all don't watch boxing. That's how I know y'all don't watch boxing for real. Because y'all ain't seen them ticks he had. Bro, the boy Guido was hitting him and he flinching and making these faces and twisting his neck. Bro, the man got Tourette syndrome. And I'm the only one real enough telling you something was wrong with him. I don't know what he had going on, but he was tweaking in there. Fuck, core dog. Bro, he had them ticks. I used to work with a dude. And he had them tick, the same type of tick. He was scrunching his face up and all this stuff. Bro, that man, watch that fight. The man got Tourette syndrome. I saw Denzel Washington a vacuum. What? Bro, that's Tourette. I know Tourette's syndrome when I see it and when I hear it. Bro, just saying, that's how y'all talk. Y'all just saying anything, bro. Um, so yeah, Zhang, I'm picking him easy off of, over Ajit Cabiel. Um, Adames Hamza Sarah. That's a I like Kamal said. I would have preferred Janabek versus Shiraz, and I think that was his mandatory. You know what I mean? But I would have preferred Big Bang Zhang versus Martin Bacoli. I think that's a better fight. So people wanted to see the Boots fight with Virgil Ortiz. Now it's Madrimov. And I really don't like how they did that. I'm being so transparent here. They are disrespectful to Sergey Boachuk on the Dead Homies. They're super disrespectful. Yeah, rest in peace to Israel Vasquez, legend in the game. I posted it on my social media, so make sure you pay y'all respects. Bro, they disrespecting Boachuk. I don't like that. I ain't never like that. Like, you gonna openly book another fight on top of a fight and the man ain't clear one thing. And like, the thing is, y'all think Boachuk is sweet? Is that the case? Bro, I'm telling you, people are gonna say I'm hating when I say this. Do y'all want me to keep it real? Or y'all want me to be like others, everybody else, and be fake? And hold me to these words. If I'm wrong, I'll be like, oh, I got that wrong. Do y'all want me to keep it real, yes or no? I'll let the fans vote. Do you want me to keep it real with y'all regarding this Riyadh season card? Yes or no? I'm going to let the fans vote. The realer, the better. Man, y'all got to act like that. Support. Like I said, you don't get this often. A lot of people on the payroll or they trying to glaze and kiss ass because they so worried about getting an interview or press pass or locker room that they just saying anything in this boxing game. You know what I mean? And it's corny. That's not what boxing is like it's like a real sport. Like, this is like that out the trenches, you dig? And people trying to make this corny, like a bunch of screeches. Imagine Screech and he trying to overtake the high school. Like, bro, what? Rest in peace to Dustin Diamond, but Screech could never be, he wasn't a jock. He wasn't one of the ones. He wasn't Zach Morris with the Beezies. But that's what happens. You got people in boxing and it's a bunch of Screeches, a bunch of Urkels. And they trying to talk boxing and hate on certain people and create certain narratives, but they Screech. Screech is always going to be Screech. A bunch of Screeches and Urkels. Kamal says Virgil should be rematching Boachuk. Yeah, I'm going to get to that. Shout out to Kamal. Yeah, man, boxing talk, y'all trying to water it down. Listen, if you want low quality content and watered down boxing talk with a bunch of groupie stuff like, oh, Riyadh season is the best ever and I can't speak my opinion, you're not going to like my channel. So you might as well leave now, unsubscribe. I want it that way. Please do, because I ain't finna say what you want me to say when that's not how I feel. But everybody else, like I said, they think Turkey finna pay them, so they just saying whatever. It's like they trying to get on Turkey's good side so he can be their sugar daddy or something. Again, if that's the content that you want, then this is not the right fit for you. So I'm going to keep it real. The fans voted. They said I should keep it real when it comes to this. So shout out to Prophet, no fake friends. Absolutely. Salute to Ego, been supporting since 2016. I told you, that's almost 10 years. Look, I told you I'm him. Blessings from the U.S. Army. Salute, Washington, D.C. My boy Gerald up in here. Yeah, man. I told you I'm tried and true. I've been tested. I'm a diamond. I dealt with the heat. I dealt with the pressure. I'm a diamond. I'm a diamond. I'm not even a diamond in the rough. I'm a real diamond, bro. I'm a diamond. The longevity. I got longevity till I'm 70. Stop playing with me, bro. Yeah, these dudes don't want to keep it real. Good. That just make me stand out even more. Clown work. Y'all go to the clown show. Go to the circus. You know, don't come to my channel if that's what you want. You want me to be biased and just say what everyone else is saying when I don't feel that. Yo, ego, come on, you're hating on the car. I don't care what you say. You ain't gonna do nothing. I'm telling you what I want. I'm saying what I want to say in this game. Y'all don't control that. Don't watch me. That's simple. But they keep watching me. They be like, oh, ego's hating. Ego's this. I'm everything. Bro, I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? I don't care what y'all talk about. It's not going to change nothing. Resistance is futile. Oh, come on, ego. This is the best card ever. If that's how you feel, good. Kiss my ass. Sue me. What you going to do? Do something. It ain't the greatest card ever. And here, add this to my jacket. Please print this. Riyadh season. Some very good fights on it. It could be Riyadh season's best card, but not. You got Don King had all these crazy cards. Y'all just don't know boxing. You don't understand boxing. See, and that's, I tell you guys all the time, boxing has this recency bias. And you could tell who just started watching boxing. Don King was flipping cards like this. I'm not saying he wasn't robbing some of the fighters, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the card. We're talking about the actual card, bro. Don King was doing cards top to bottom with every hot ninja in the game. Where you could fight, you could watch Chavez and he on the card. You had Sugar Ray Leonard on the card and Lennox Lewis. Like, y'all just don't know that because you don't know enough about the sport of boxing. It's crazy. When I first got into YouTube boxing, I was watching so many people, and quickly that changed to a very few select few because I couldn't take all the BS because they don't know what they're talking about. I'm telling you. So mark me down for this. One, I believe this Riyadh season card will not remain intact. Hear me out. This February 22nd, 2025 Riyadh season card, as advertised, for one reason or another, the card in, like, from top to bottom, as you see it on that flyer, will not make it to February 22nd. I get these premonitions. I don't know if it's sent from a higher power, but that's what I truly believe. I do not believe that every single fight. So if one of these fights get canceled or more or anything, then y'all gonna bow down and kiss the pinky ring. Because I'm telling you, and I said that day one. People are like, this is the greatest card. We ain't even made it to the card. So failed drug test, injury, fight pull out, an upset, like, bro, book it. Somebody hurt in camp, somebody get cold feet, whatever. Book it. So that's one thing. But again, it's a bunch of glazing going on. So people, they're not breaking this down analytically and being like, what's the, possibilities? What's plausible here? Everyone's just like, oh, this is the greatest card. Oh, my nipples. Oh, bro, they just having an organism. Bro, boxing has a lot of goofies. They having an organism right now. And, oh, Turkey, you saved us. Yeah, all right. We gonna see. So hold me to what I just said. I'm with that. If I'm wrong and every single fight happens as advertised, fair play. I'll be like, hey, I was wrong. But I won't be. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, they got the Holy Ghost. They turned into Prince when this car got announced. We can until the dawn. Radic City, can't you see? Ugly pretty come alive. So that's one of my thoughts is I don't think this card, exactly as advertised, will make it to February 22nd. That's one issue. Two, I said this from day one before anybody was complaining about it. I do not like what they done with the Boachuk fight. I don't like it. If this man Madrimov fight Boachuk and then turn around and fight Virgil Ortiz, I'm not a fan of that. You can't have your cake and eat it too. In my opinion, see, and this is what's showing me a bit of ineptitude, and it's a rookie mistake that the people involved, they're not experienced enough with building the big cards to know the warning signs of the do's and do nots in boxing, but that is a definitely do not. You got this man Madrimov, he just fought Terrence Crawford this year, and he lost. Think about what I just said. He lost. He's no longer undefeated. He's no longer a champion. You don't know exactly when a person takes a first L to a fighter like Crawford, you don't really know how they'll even be in their very next fight until you see it. Is that cap or fact? Listen, what I just said is that cap or fact. A person who loses their first professional fight to a very talented guy like a Crawford, it's all eyes on their next fight because you do not, it's a shot in the dark how they're even going to look. For example, Errol Spence Jr. lost to the same person. He's not been back since. And if he fights Fundora, who knows? Maybe he beats him. Maybe he looks different and worn. We don't know. Same thing with Devin and Ryan. Devin initially lost to Ryan, so we'll go with that. We haven't seen him back in the ring. This spells trouble to me, somebody who's been in the business. We don't know how Devin's going to look, especially now. Let's amplify the message. You don't know how Errol's going to look off a loss. Devin kind of was off a loss. You don't know how these guys are going to look. When you do that, and then you take somebody from a bad loss, basically, and then you put them in with very top shelf competition, their very next fight, the chances of that not playing out great increases. Ego never criticizes Tank, always glazing him. Saucy Pizza. Y'all let me know if I should argue with a person named Saucy Pizza. This man has a gay pizza parlor in Brooklyn. What is Saucy Pizza? Hardcore rapper, but he's saucy. Bro, who is this? Bro, who is Saucy's Pizza? Come on, bro. Listen, shout out to all the gay people that watch my channel. He's one of them. Saucy's Pizza. But shout out to the gay. Listen, we got all fans from all walks of life. Turn the TV, y'all. Turn the TV, y'all. Turn the TV, y'all. Turn the TV, y'all. Bro, we turn his TV off. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar, bro. Real Westy. We real West Coast. Turn the TV, y'all. Turn the TV, y'all. Turn the TV, y'all. Bro, we had to turn them. We had to turn the TV off. Mustard! Niggas acting bad, but I got to do it in the. Bro. We had to turn the TV off. Turn the TV off. We had to turn the man TV off. Stop playing with me, dog. I'm K Dot. I'm K Dot. The shooter's got the red dot. All right, so who next? Saucy Pizza. Man randomly brought Tank up. Why y'all just randomly bring up Tank? This man doesn't criticize Tank. What you want me to criticize him for? For being a young goat? Like, what you want me to say bad? Corny. Anywho, I don't think the card will remain intact. That's one thing. Boachuk is being disrespected. You don't know how, like, for example, here's an example for you guys. Madrimov just fought Crawford. You don't know how he's going to look. How do you know how he's going to look? No longer undefeated. Just took a loss. Just got his belt took by Bud Crawford. And then Bud Crawford is the type, he was putting some mustard. He was putting some mustard on them shots. He's in the end of the rounds, in like the back half of the fight. Like, the fight was, in my opinion, the Crawford-Madrimov fight was competitive, but Bud showed he wanted it a bit more in the later rounds and started putting that mustard on it. He started putting that mustard on them shots. So people in boxing, you guys fall for the okie doke, and I'm here to tell you, I'm trying to tell you how this game goes. This is just foolish. This is foolish planning, if you will, to not know how a fighter is going to look with the big asterisks, and then you're putting him in 2 back-to-back big fights. I'm telling you, it is dumb. Now, some people are like, oh, but Boachuk, he's coming off of a loss. Boachuk didn't get his ass whooped in the fight, though. I thought he beat Virgil Ortiz. That's politics. You know what I mean? They hurt each other. It was a good fight, but Boachuk, it wasn't like Crawford-Madrimov, bro. Shout out to my boy Sir. I'm trying to tell you, like, not one tough fight, but 2 tough fights back to back. It's pure stupidity. So if they pull Madrimov, then don't say I didn't tell you so. But if they actually go through with what they're saying they're going to go through, and he got to fight, bro, some of you guys are true to life idiots. The man is fighting December 21st on a Fury Usyk undercard in a tough fight with the puncher with a 96% knockout ratio, who's 6 feet tall for the division, coming off of a loss to Terrence Crawford, who knows what damage that did to his psyche, his confidence, his, spirit, fighting spirit. And then you're putting him in there, even if he clears Boachuk, then to expect him to be fresh 60 days later for February 22nd is so stupid. I'm telling you, it is dumb. And it reminds me of what they tried to do to Deontay Wilder, bro. It's funny that you have all this glazing going on and like, oh, this is the greatest card ever. And I'm the only voice of reason talking about something that's so obvious to me, and no one's bringing this up. They did the same thing with Wilder. They're like, Wilder, we want him to fight Joshua. We want him to fight Jared Big Baby Anderson. Why would you put him in with the former champion with the tricky style, Joseph Parker? He loses every round, and then you put him in with a 300-pound Zhele Zhang, and then he get knocked out. But they were trying to put Wilder in with Zhang, and then if he beat him, put him right back in the mix with a fresh, young Jared Anderson. I'm telling you, this is poor planning. This is poor planning, and in my experience, oftentimes it doesn't end well. Like, boxing sometimes is what you see is what you get. It's like Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. That fight was easy for me to predict when I started thinking about it. Mike Tyson is 20 years removed from being a pro fighter. 20 years. And he was 60 years old, dang near. And I told people, and I sounded crazy at the time because I told you Jake Paul was going to beat him. And people were like, oh, no, Mike Tyson's still Mike. All right. Did he look like Mike to you? Real question. Did he look like Mike Tyson to you? He looked like Iron Mike from Punch-Out. Like, listen, I used to play NES Mike Tyson Punch-Out, right? And Mike was super hard to beat in that game. If Mike was in the game and he looked like he looked with Jake Paul, I'll beat the game in the first day. Let me say it again. In the Mike Tyson Punch-Out game, Tyson was dummy hard to beat. You had that Mighty Mac dude, and he trying to beat Mike Tyson. He was super hard to beat. If you gave me the Jake Paul Mike Tyson in Punch-Out, I'm beating the game ASAP. Dubois, Bacoli, Dubois, Zhang is better than Parker. See, let me and Kamal do the matchmaking. Pay us to do the matchmaking. We'll get this right. Bro, Tyson looked terrible versus Jake Paul. But, again, a guy who's doing mushrooms, bro, he's doing mushrooms and smoking weed, and he's 20 years removed from his career. What did you think was going to happen? Against someone who's 30 years plus younger than him and bigger than him at this point. Bro, the man is eating mushrooms. I'm hungry. I want some mushrooms. I'm like the Mario brothers. I want to get some mushrooms. I'm eat mushroom. Bro, he's doing shrooms. I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl. I never meant to bring you to my world. Bro, the man is eating mushroom and he gonna hop back in the ring. That should have told you what you needed to know, that he's on shrooms with a podcast. And he's showing pure cheeks. Bro, Mr. Cheeks and the Lost Boy, he's showing butt cheeks. That's how I knew it was over. The moment they showed his clappers on camera, I'm like, he losing. Bro, if they show, listen, that's a new rule in boxing. If they show your clappers in the back locker room before the fight, you losing. Dead homies, you gonna lose. I don't care who you fighting, I don't care nothing. If your cheeks is out, you losing. How about that? That was the dumbest shot. They didn't even need to do that. Bro, the man had his booty out. It's doo-doo, baby. What? Hey, yo. Netflix should have put pause on the screen real quick. They did not need to do that. That was so stupid. They had Lil Nas X as the cameraman because Mike Tyson walked out of frame. He followed him and looked down. Bro, he went like that. Like, I am a cameraman. I work the camera. I ain't never did that, bro. Bro, he was like, all right, Mike, good luck on the fight. And he followed him out and pointed, like, that's a deliberate move. Like, you was up here and you did the interview and then you walked and seen the clappers and you followed him out and pointed the camera down. That's a bow. You know what I mean? Like, you did that on purpose. They had Lil Nas X and Sam, what's the name? Sam Jones? Sam Smith? Yeah, that's Sam Smith and Lil Nas X, the cameraman. And Khalid, what's his name? Khalid? Bro, they had Khalid working the camera. There was no reason for that. There was absolutely no reason to show Mike's cheekiths. I heard a Mike Tyson punch out, but Mike Tyson cheek out. I cracked myself up. Bro, listen, I said I heard of Mike Tyson's punch out, but Mike Tyson's cheeks out? Come on, bro. Netflix. I see why they're getting sued. You need to get sued just because you had his cheeks out. Remember Slap Cam? They got Diddy Cam. Facts. They put him on that. Bad boy. Take that. Take the baby oil. Take that. All you want to, lady, I'ma front you. If I die now, my love will still haunt you. Bro, he's on that prime Diddy. Anyway, back to Riyadh season. Where was I? The Madrimov getting double duty. And listen, boxing fans are so dumb. that they're like, oh, Dreamoff, he's a man's man. All right. We'll see how that works for him, Mr. Man's Man. Bro, it's dumb. I'm trying to tell you it's dumb. And they're talking about this is a good idea and this what boxing need. All right, we're going to see. Bro, you're coming off a loss. You're fighting a tough fight in Boachuk, which is not a gimme fight. And then you're fighting Virgil Ortiz. Good luck, sir. And people are like, yeah, man, this is what boxing needs. All right. Bro, if you guys train fighters, they would be dead for sure. Because you have unrealistic expectations of what a schedule should look like. It's that simple. Name a person who's fighting killer after killer after killer and winning them all. I'll wait. Name somebody in Inoue. Y'all give Inoue all this credit. He fighting people that I don't give no chance to beat. He fought that random Irish dude, TJ Doohickey. Bro, he ain't beating Inoue. Oh, me Lucky Charms, they're magically delicious. Like I was walking in MacArthur Park and bro, y'all really thought that Irish boy was finna beat Inoue? Come on, bro. I was accepted the Inoue fight with him. I was wondering in my smorgasbord tomorrow. Bro, you really thought he was the one? You think Sam Goodman finna beat Inoue? All right. You think Paul Butler? Bro, he's named after a butler. But Floyd is like the anomaly. He's goated out. Ain't nobody defense is like Floyd either out of this new generation. I'm telling you guys, y'all praise it now, and then we'll see. We'll see if these are good moves. And we'll see if this is good planning. That's all. So me, I'm going to get the scrutiny for saying it. Nobody else is saying it. But we just wait like we do every time. We just wait. We wait it out. Yeah, while in a way is ducking his mandatory. Fight MJ. Yeah, fight MJ. Cuban did back. Bro, fight MJ. Dead homies. Fight who's bad. Boom, doom, doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. Your butt is mine. Bro, fight your butt is mine. Dead homies. Fight MJ, cuh. But anyway, y'all keep glazing and say the Riyadh season is amazing before it happens, and we'll see. I've already put my predictions out about certain things, and we'll see. We'll see if this was good planning. Bro, they did. How you not learn from the same mistake you already made? It's like Eminem said in 8 Mile. Ain't you listen to the last round, meathead? Pay attention. You're saying the same that he said. Bro, ain't y'all listen to the last round, meathead? Pay attention. You're saying the same that he said. This whole crowd looks suspicious. It's all dudes in here, except for these. Bro, y'all not paying attention. They did the same thing with Wilder. You put him on a freak show, impress boxing Twitter schedule that's not really realistic if you wanted to make Wilder and Jared Anderson, Wilder, Anthony Joshua. Same thing with they did it with Joshua. The same people. You put Joshua in there, and then when you were putting him in with Otto Vailene and Ngannou, he's capable of beating those people. But if you really wanted Joshua to fight Fury Usyk winner, you should have gave him a more of a Robert Helenius style fight and keep Joshua in the picture. You gave him Dubois, and now people are telling Joshua to retire. I'm telling you how this game works. I'm trying to explain this to you. And it's not about cherry picking. Some of you guys are abusing this word. It's not about cherry picking. That's like, okay, for example, I like good food, but I don't want every single meal to be very heavy. You dig? Doesn't take away the fact that you're a foodie and you love good food, but I don't want to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner meals that give me the itis. Does that make sense to you guys? Like, imagine if you woke up and had spaghetti and garlic bread and big old meatballs, pause. Um, you had a bunch of carbs and another pasta, and then you had Texas barbecue for lunch, and then you had soul food for dinner. Bro, you would be out of commission because that would be very taxing on your digestive system trying to process all that. You know it takes hours for your stomach to digest food, right? So you haven't even digested meal number 1 and you're eating Texas barbecue hours later, which is very dense and filling. And then for dinner, you're eating whatever, pizza, soul food, blah, blah, blah. So your whole day, and you're gonna gain weight, and it's not gonna be good for you. So that's what I'm talking about. You have to balance it out. You have to balance it out. Every meal, I'm not saying you can't do this, but it's not advisable, which is what I'm saying. Every meal can't be an itis meal. And if you do that, you're going to gain a lot of weight. So that's why you pick. You're like, all right, this is a good meal and I'll achieve satiety. I had a balanced breakfast, some OJ, some fruit, some oatmeal, and then some eggs or egg whites or something. Cool. That'll get you going. Drink your coffee. Second meal, have a sandwich, and then maybe have a heavier dinner. But if you make every single meal like huge heaping portions, good luck with that. And that's kind of what it is for Madrimov. Bro, the man fought Crawford, Boachuk, and then if he gets past Boachuk, he got to fight Madrimov. Good luck with that. And it's a guy with 12 fights, 11 fights. Good luck with that. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to keep saying it until it happens. So shut me up by proving me wrong. And here, don't take Madrimov off this Usyk card. They said they're keeping him on both cards. So that's what I want to see. Because, listen, I'm playing chicken. I've already criticized it, so let's ride this out. Either I'm going to crash or I'm not going to crash. But I want to find out now. So don't take him off. Don't do that. Do what you said you were going to do. He already fought Crawford, so that's out the way. Put him in with Boachuk. Let's see how he looks. And then put him in with Virgil Ortiz next. But the bad guys probably know where you're at. Good luck. Good luck with that, Madrimov. And that's why you can't typically do a bunch of pre-planning in boxing. It don't work like that. Imagine if Jake Paul pre-planned for Ashton Sylvie. No one thought he was going to lose to Lucas Body, and he get knocked out. No one even knew who Lucas Body was, and he got bodied. That's my sport. That's boxing. And this shows that the people pulling some of the strings, they're looking at it like this is a video game or toys, and they don't know boxing for that reason. Turkey's coming in, scrambling a bunch of things, giving some people good paydays, but it's stunting the growth of certain fighters who, again, I got to walk a tightrope because some people are going to be like, oh, you're cherry picking. It's not about cherry picking, bro. It's about developing a fighter. Like, okay, if you have a newborn and then you don't put them in kindergarten, preschool, you just throw them in high school. That's just dumb. You got to go through the steps. You dig? You got to go through the steps. You don't just put a 2-year-old in grade school, like primary school. It's steps to it. So it's not about cherry picking. It's about readying yourself, going up the rankings, whatever decision or way you choose it. I'm telling you how this game works. Ryan Garcia, he was able to talk his way into a Tank fight because he was a big sell. So the business made sense before he had accomplished it. I told you how that fight was going to look. And you guys were like, no, Ryan's bigger, faster. All right. And then I was right. Right? Mikey Garcia, he moved up 2 weight classes, fight Arrow. I told you who was going to win the fight. And I was right on both accounts. Y'all treating boxing, because y'all don't know what y'all talking about, y'all treating it like it's a video game. Boxing don't work like that, bro. And I think we're going to find out. Like Floyd Schofield, let's talk about that. Shakur's beating him, in my honest opinion. Could I be wrong? Absolutely. Do I think I'll be wrong? Absolutely not. Nothing I've seen has indicated to me that Floyd Schofield will beat Shakur Stevenson. But you guys are so emotional. What's going to happen is this. People have pegged their favorites in this sport. Guys they like, guys they don't like, right? So the Shakur slander is at an all-time high to the point where it's not even realistic. Is Shakur perfect? Absolutely not. But he's criminally underrated because the stupid commentary that you guys listen to is full of hatred and emotions. So the bar is very low for Shakur Stevenson based on public opinion. You know, people are like, oh, he sucks. He's a runner. All his fights are boring. You couldn't stop Artem Haratunian, blah, 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 blah. All right, bet. Shakur beats Floyd Schofield. That's my opinion. And I'm saying this on day one. The day the fight got announced, it's an easy fight, bro. But you guys are so gullible and goofy. You're going to let Schofield's dad and Golden Boy and Floyd Schofield, he got muscles. You're going to see the muscles and the muscle picks and training. And you're going to get to the fight. And Shakur's going to do what Shakur always does in that particular fight. That's what I think happens. I'm not saying it's going to be a scintillating fight or an amazing fight, but I think Shakur has the ingredients where he'll get it done. Like, I'm not saying like it'll be like thrills and spills, but I definitely see Shakur taking that fight. And furthermore, I don't think Golden Boy wanted the fight. I think, credit to the Schofields, they wanted the fight and they wouldn't take no for an answer. De La Hoya is telling on himself. He's telling on himself. But again, some of you guys don't look for the clues, or you listen to other content creators or whatever, and y'all don't see it. De La Hoya did not want this fight, in my opinion. He keep talking about the man's a prospect. If you were confident in your fighter beating Shakur, why you keep telling us he's a prospect? Answer that question for me, and I'll shut up. If y'all can have an intelligent answer. Why are you calling the man a prospect who you are going to put in there with Shakur Stevenson? Shakur's a champion. He's not a prospect. So why do you keep referring to his age, 22, and him being a prospect? He's telling you he doesn't have confidence that he's winning. I'm not saying he doesn't want Schofield to win. He probably has his fingers crossed that Schofield found something or knows something about Shakur and can get it done. But if you were, like, when do you ever hear Roger Mayweather call Floyd a prospect, even when he was a prospect? When you don't, I believe in the powers and the laws of the universe, right? Words are weapons, and words are powerful. It tells you that in the Bible. Death is in the tongue. Like, if you speak about certain things, then they shall be like materialize upon you. You know what I mean? So you always got to look at, I don't look at people antics and stuff like that. I look about like the words you're saying. If De La Hoya really wanted the fight, he wouldn't have been talking about Floyd is only 22. Because guess what? When Virgil Ortiz was 22-ish, De La Hoya said, Virgil is the best prospect I have. He's like, he's the best fighter I have, and it made Ryan Garcia mad. And he always said, like, Virgil's going to be a champion for sure. He wasn't talking like that. He wasn't saying that Virgil Ortiz needs more time. He was just, he sounded all in Virgil Ortiz. De La Hoya knows what's going to happen, bro. And y'all fake, so y'all don't look for the red flags. It's going to be like the Ryan Garcia fight. De La Hoya is going to front like he's confident in Ryan Garcia beating Tank, and then when he loses, which is what happened in the Tank Ryan fight, De La Hoya didn't go to the press conference and came up with 1,000 excuses about, Ryan, his weight, he was drained. Ryan, he was drained. He was drained and that. Nah, bro, you said he was going to win. Don't talk about no drained stuff now. Now you want to talk about he was drained. He was weight drained and Tank, he got him at a weight and Ryan was young. Like, no, bro. We're not doing that. Ryan is young and drained. Just like Canelo, bro. Like, bro, De La Hoya has done this for years. He know all his fighters finna lose in certain matches and he play along with it. He did it with Canelo. Bro, Canelo was fighting Mayweather. De La Hoya fought Mayweather and got his whooped by Floyd Mayweather. Fact. And Canelo was 23 years old. De La Hoya was like, I gave Canelo the blueprint to beat him. How you give Canelo a blueprint to beat him up you didn't beat? Okay. Bro, I am the livest, realest in boxing history. Book it. How do you give someone a blueprint to a mother that you can't beat? You didn't beat Floyd, so how you gonna give this redhead muff Canelo the blueprint to beat him up you couldn't beat in Floyd Mayweather? Okay, I told you I'm like Mayweather with this, bro. It's nasty. My points are too dynamic. How do you give a blueprint to a person that you were not capable of beating? I'm gonna tell you what to do, man. We don't want to hear nothing. You couldn't beat Floyd. And then when Floyd fought Canelo and had him looking like seated Chucky and was battering his head in, then y'all came up with the same excuse. Canelo is green. Canelo. Nah. No, do that stuff that y'all was saying. Canelo. When he win, say the same now. Bro, do them chants. Do them same chants. Viva Mexico, cabrones. Like, do the same chants when he get beat up by Bivol and Floyd. Man, stop playing with me, bro. Y'all don't know. Bro, De La Hoya knew Canelo was not going to lose. I have the proof. He knew Canelo was going to lose because he didn't even go to the fight. The man was in rehab. Bro, everything I say is facts. That's how you know he didn't even, bro, he knew Canelo was going to lose because Canelo was with Golden Boy at the time. He knew Canelo was going to lose so bad that the day before the fight, he checked himself into rehab. Man, I'm going to need some drinks after this, so I'm going to just check into the Betty Ford clinic. Bro, he didn't even want to go to the fight. Imagine this is the biggest fight at that time. It did hella crazy numbers in 2013, and a man, De La Hoya, didn't even want to go ringside. He was in the clinic. He was in the AA meeting or whatever. Hi, my name is Oscar De La Hoya. I'm an Olympic gold medalist, and I have a problem. I can't put the bottle down. I just want an 8-ball right now. Bro, you went to rehab instead of going to a fight. Like, imagine if somebody said, hey, Ego, you can go to the Betty Ford clinic, you can go to rehab, or you can go to a boxing fight that's the biggest fight of the year, ringside. Which one do you think I'm picking? Bro, I'll turn into Amy Winehouse. They try to take my ass to rehab. I said no. Bro, I'll be Ego Winehouse out this month. I ain't going no rehab. I don't even do drugs. Dead homies. I ain't never done drugs. So, count me in on this boxing stuff. They trying to take my ass to rehab, and I said, no. De La Hoya didn't even want to go to the fight. You gave him a blueprint, but then you went to rehab. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Because Canelo's going to get his spanked. He was going to get spanked. Bro, Floyd had him looking like a good guy doll. He turned Chucky back into the good guy doll. Hey, Andy, I thought we were friends till the end. This is the end, friend. Bro, he beat him. Oh, my gosh. Floyd beat Canelo like Andy when he put Chucky in the fireplace. And he was like, no, let me help him. Bro, he put Chucky in the fireplace. This is the end, friend, and put him in the fireplace. And Chucky was trying to struggle to get out. My boy Floyd hit Canelo with the Ade Dewey Dembala Ya Tu Se Me Esta Aquarimore. Give me the power, I beg of you. Bro, he put that voodoo on Canelo. So De La Hoya been lying, talking about he got the blueprint for Canelo. How'd that work? Yeah, Charles Lee Ray. You know, Doc, you shouldn't keep your dolls hanging around here, Doc. You know, I kind of thought it would be this way. That's why I prepared for it, John. Your own personal mojo, Doc. You mean to tell me I gotta stay in the body of a 7-year-old boy, John? No fucking way, John. Bro, bro, that fight for Floyd was child's play, and Canelo was starring as Chucky. John, I gotta get out of this body, John. You mean to tell me I gotta stay in the body of a 7-year-old boy, John? No fucking way, John. Bro, he spanked Canelo. And that's why y'all say, oh, Canelo was young. You try to get past it. Nah, cuz. Ade Dewey Dembala Ya Tu Se Me. I told you I'm the best in the business. And it's not even close. You mean to tell me I gotta fight Floyd the GOAT, TBE Mayweather? No fucking way, John. Bro, I could tell Oscar was on drugs. He said he had the blueprint for Victor Ortiz to beat Canelo. That was a stretch, but you said you gave Victor Ortiz the blueprint to beat Floyd. Oh yeah, that's that powder. That's that powder, bro. That's that fishnet powder. You was on prime powder. Straight training day. Yeah, okay, Oscar. I didn't know you like to get wet though. Sherm, Dust, PCP, Primo, butt naked. That's what you had. Bro, the man De La Hoya, you guys could go, I think it was on 24/7. He said he gave Victor Ortiz the blueprint to beat Floyd. He's like, oh, Victor Ortiz, he's a strong southpaw, and I gave him the blueprint to beat Floyd. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right, De La Hoya. I didn't know you like to get wet though. Huh? Dust, PCP, Primo, butt nigga, Kukui. Bro, De La Hoya was off that Kukui, that powder, that yowda. You feel me? And then Victor Ortiz he get too pieced up trying to talk to the ref. Bro, he was trying to talk to the ref and Floyd offed him. and bro, old media was so mad. Oh, that's cheating. Why he ain't get disqualified then? That ain't no motherfucking cheating. You shouldn't be trying to kiss and talk to the ref. And then that was the end of Victor Ortiz's career for real, for real. Bro, Victor Ortiz looking at the ref and Floyd just and just offed. That's a sucker punch. Oh, well, he got it then. Hey, go ahead and get it. You shouldn't have headbutted the man. Bro, y'all soft. A lot of y'all are soft. Stay away from you soft, bro. This is boxing. You should be protect yourself at all times, huh? Bro, they was so mad at Floyd. I was happy, bro. I was eating popcorn, movie theater butter. That was funny to me. I got a sick sense of humor. Floyd offed him while he talking to the ref. Why are you talking to the ref, bro? You could talk to him in between the rounds. You're going to talk to Cuz in the middle of the fight and think nothing going to happen after you just headbutted somebody. That's your fault. Canelo, he did his thing after the Floyd fight. I give him that. Bro, I'm telling you that Floyd Schofield, he not beating Shakur. Y'all see, the thing is, y'all get hyped off of talk. I'm from the Bay Area, bro. Nobody care about no talk. It really out here is the ones that don't talk, the ones that be quiet. That's the one, the silent killer. You got to watch them. I don't worry about no talkative mouth. I worry about the quiet person. Like, remember that kid in the corner of the class with a trench coat? That's the one you gotta worry about. That kid in class that don't say nothing. He don't socialize with nobody. Nah, you gotta worry about him. You gotta worry about the loudmouth. So yeah, y'all gonna get hyped up because Floyd Schofield dad we gonna break his jaw. Who is Shakur? Why is Floyd Schofield dad so sassy? Like what? Like that man is sassy. Like who is Shakur? He be doing the mouth and stuff. Who is Shakur beat? Bro, he get it in. He gets sassy with it. I mean, it's good for the cameras though. King Leod, all right, I'm gonna see you. Yeah, bro, y'all gonna hype it up because of the trash talk and the banter, and then the fight is probably not gonna deliver what y'all expecting, and then y'all gonna be mad. Don't come at me like, listen, come February, you must have not heard the rumors. I don't know what you're talking about. But see, listen, we got to get boxing back to its proper rightful place if we want to grow as a sport. This social media got y'all tripping. You got people with worse resumes talking about a person with a better resume in a derogative way. Make that make sense for me. Like Keyshawn Davis is like, Tank is fooling y'all. Who is Tank beat? Ooh. Who you beat? Because like, bro, how do y'all accept that? Bro, how do you accept a person with 12 fights or whatever, a worse resume, talking about a young goat like Tank and complain about his resume, and you ain't got no resume? What? Like, I want to know where they do that at, where that's like applicable. Like, doesn't make sense to me where I'm from. That somebody has more than you and you're talking down on them like you have more than them, but in actuality, they have more than you. That doesn't make sense. Floyd Schofield's like, who is Tank? Oh no, he said, who is Shakur beat? Who is he beat? You ain't beat nobody. What made you elite? Okay, what makes your son elite then? Because he got dropped by Euron and got past it? Like, who did he beat, bro? Like, I'm not understanding this. And you guys just accept this as like, this is like normal. And nobody wants to call it what it is, which is abnormal. But that's goofy. That's me. He said Floyd just got to make the fight look a certain type of way. Even if he lose, he'll be okay. But that's corny. Like, what part of boxing is that to, oh, I'm going to lose, but as long as I look a certain type of way? Isn't the goal to win? So now, see, I don't settle. If I do it, I got to be the best. If I'm going to spend day in and day out, and you guys are already building, see, that's, to me, that's like a pre-made excuse. Oh, all he got to do is look a certain type of way. No, that's an L. You still going to have an L on your record, no matter what you're talking about. And like that, what does that mean? Like, the goal of being a boxer is to show your skill off and be the best. Not, oh, I went the distance with Shakur. Oh, Canelo beat the out of me, but like Edgar Berlanga and got dropped, but I went the distance with them. Like, so that's what the game has come to. The game has just come to, I at least I didn't get knocked out though. Y'all, I don't know. Y'all come from a different era or something. I don't know what part of the game is that where it's like just to survive is enough. Like Berlanga lost every round, got dropped, and he's on like it's like a negative victory lap tour about how he came up short. Like a losing tour. Like, I don't know. That's weird, bro. And it's not like Chuck where you could argue he won, but the judges said Virgil Ortiz won. We're talking about like people who are outright losing. So no, Floyd Schofield, he gonna have to back up all. Like I'm not accepting Schofield just got to make it look a certain way. No, you got to do. You say you're gonna break the kid's jaw, Shakur's jaw, and knock him out. I'm not accepting nothing less than that. If you don't put paws on Shakur and beat him down, and you just have a spirited losing effort, no, I'm not giving no credit. Listen, y'all come from a different era where participation trophies are a thing. I don't come from that era. If you ain't first, you last. I'm Ricky Bobby. Y'all want to give participate. Oh, but he didn't get knocked out. At least he held on and showed heart. I ain't giving credit for none of that. That should be standard. Heart should be, that should be included in the fighter. I'm not giving you props for that. Why would I give it? That's like every fireman has heart. The fact that he signed up to deal with something that could take him out, okay, the firefighter got heart. You don't get extra points because you ran in the building and ran out. Like, bro, you had the same, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta save the burning building, the family in the burning building to get the extra credit. Now you're a true hero. People want to give boxers a bunch of participation trophies. Y'all trying to make the game whack, bro. Talking about all he got to do is make it look a certain. No, he got to do what he's been saying. Break Shakur's jaw. You know, and I'm not wishing injury upon the person, but I'm saying if you said it, you the one that said you're going to do it, so you're going to have to make it look as emphatic as you're saying. And then it always be the boxing dad that don't even step in the ring that doing the talking. Like, y'all just keep falling for the same stuff. That's what it is, bro. Bro, that's like if there's a battle rapper and then the battle rapper's brother, but then the battle rapper's brother ain't got bars. So you talking to the other battler, but it's your brother that got to actually battle him and come up with better lyrics than him. So whatever the brother is talking about, seeing that he has no bars, literally has no bearing on the outcome of the battle rap. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can say whatever you want from the sideline, but if you ain't got no bars, there's nothing you can say to the other battle rapper that really makes sense. Because when the battle starts, you got to have all your schemes and lyrics and stuff memorized. Your brother can't save you, especially if you don't rap. And that's what's happening with these boxing dads and teams and stuff. You got boxing teams and they doing the greasy talking. And to be honest, that's a bit weird to me. That you have fighters, it's like the daddy almost like vicariously is living through the son kind of situations. Bro, imagine how many of you guys turned dub one, so you were like 21 or older, and your dad was like talking for you. Only in boxing does this kind of really happen. Like, you don't see NFL players and their dad is doing all the talking. Do you understand am I tripping? Or y'all understand what I'm saying? Bro, who in here turned 21 or older and their father was setting up dates for him, talking to the girl for the son? Like, where does that happen, bro? When you get a certain age, the life I lived, you had to fend for yourself and figure stuff out yourself. There was nobody to like do it for you. But in boxing, you see that a lot where it's like the sideline people, they're talking for the son. Like, remember Robert Guerrero, his dad, Ruben Guerrero. Ruben, he was speaking the whole thing. Robert Guerrero didn't really say much when he had that green screen argument with Floyd. He didn't really say too much. But Ruben was at the press. You guys like this guy? Mayweather, he beat up his wife. Bro, y'all remember? It's always the pops. Bro, what's going on? Like, the pops a fighter? Like, are you fighting, cuz? Bro, why is it always the fathers like that are like overzealous in this boxing game? You're not fighting Floyd, sir. Ruben Guerrero wasn't fighting. He's like, I'm ready. My son, Robert, he's ready. You guys like this guy, Mayweather? He beat up his wife. His baby nuts. Bro, your son got to fight Floyd. And then if your son can't beat Floyd, then we don't really think you could beat Floyd. Devin Haney, a prime example. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, the boxing dads be more, yeah, Bill Haney talking about, yeah, stand in the center of the ring. All right. He was in the center of the ring and Ryan was left hooking him. So all that like boxing for dummies and psychology for dummies, and so that didn't help Devin. If anything, you sent your son on a suicide mission. You told him to stand with Ryan and trade. Bro, it makes no sense. Like, if you got a pen or a knife and a person got a Uzi and you're like, man, go get into it with that person. Ryan got a Uzi. Why would you send somebody with a little shank to approach somebody with a Uzi? Ryan got a Uzi. He not from Philly, but he got a little Uzi with that left hook. He not from Philly, but he got a little Uzi. Never mind. Y'all don't get it. I don't know. The boxing dad angle is kind of weird, bro. And it's like, is your son a robot? Like, how you talk more than your son? Like, you just program the Terminator to like fight only. He ain't got a mouthpiece for himself. I don't know. That angle has always been a bit weird for me. I can't have nobody, family, friend, talk for me. Bro, Bill Haney said, stand in the center of the ring and trade. And Ryan was like, don't mind if I do. Yep. And hooked off on him repeatedly. Yeah, like that's not, I don't know. The father's like, and especially if you're a loving father. My thing is this, if you're a loving father, which I don't doubt that these guys love their sons, but if you're a loving father, I feel like, isn't it kind of your job to protect your son? And by protect, wouldn't it be in your best interest to not make situations worse? You see what I'm saying? Like, play the background, get your son ready, blah, blah, blah. But like, for example, Floyd Schofield Sr., if he doesn't win, it's going to be an embarrassment because the daddy did all the talking. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a gamble. And I guess if you win and beat Shakur, then it's good for you. But on the flip side is you're making it worse for your son. Like, that's what I really feel. Like, I feel like the boxing dads is not, like, you're not helping your sons in a lot of these instances. It might be good, and, you know, the cameras and the microphone are going to capture it, but it really hurts your son when your son can't do what you're saying that he need to do or should do and blah, 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 and you can't fight for him. Bill should have stopped the fight. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know. I think a lot of these boxing fathers making it worse for their sons because you're putting pressure on your son to do something and you have no true way when you get between them ropes and it's just the fighters and the ref. You have no real way of protecting your son at that point. You know what I mean? Outside of like throwing in the towel. But I'm saying, like, you can't control what's happening in there. Like if he's getting roughed up or if he get rocked, you can't. That's why Floyd always said that. The Mayweather's got the most legendary quotes that will stand the test of time in boxing. Y'all don't know ish about boxing, and the fans can't fight for you. He can't fight for you. The crowd can't fight for you. Floyd saying that is genius because that's exactly what it is. I was in Vegas and I covered Mayweather McGregor. I'm telling you, there was a bunch of delusional people with Ireland flags, and they were painting their beards orange, and they had signs and pickets and talking about Ukta Mayweathers and all this goofy stuff. And they were all spirited and festive. But what happened in the fight? Floyd beat Conor McGregor up, and all that stuff was out the window. So I never really understood that. I want to, me personally, and maybe I'm just old school, I want to see the fighter talk. Because the fighter, like Tank, he was like, just because you said that, I'm going to make it worse. Tank has the power to potentially make it worse for Lamont Roach. But if it's just Tank's mama or Tank's team or fans, and they the ones saying it, you don't really have the power to influence what's happening in the ring. He should have stopped it in the 7th. Devin has no power. He will only take more damage. Pride. I told you Devin need a year off, and we're getting close to that year mark next year. And Ryan's already back before Devin. Everything I said in this game has been gospel. I told you Devin's in between a rock and a hard place. Devin said Turkey wants to work with him. Why you ain't on the February card then? How come Devin said he was back in December, and it's December, and we ain't heard nothing about his comeback? So you going to announce a fight and then fight in the same month? I don't think that's likely. I don't really see that. So what's happening? Where's Devin at? Where's Devin's career? He said he was coming back in December. I told you that Ryan damage, that fight hurt him. That fight hurt him. Where is Devin? Where is Devin at? He said Turkey wanted to work with him. Why you ain't on February card? They loaded it up. Why didn't they put you on a comeback fight there? That would have certainly enhanced the card because people want to see how you look in your next fight. What does Devin even do? Like, bro, who does he fight next? Who? Like, honestly, who's Devin even fight? See, now that's what I'm saying. That's how you know the Ryan fight was bad because I feel like Devin is trying to calculate his next move, and it's not as easy as you think. T.O. said he turned down the offer. We know he turned down the Sandor Martin fight and became a champion in recess. And Liam Paro said he turned down the fight. So what's the game plan? Because what I'm hearing, Jack Catterall will possibly fight Arnold Barbosa. So who's Devin going to fight? Honestly, ask yourself these questions. Who's Devin going to fight, bro? So anyway, that's about my time. Let me know what you guys think. I'll be back with some more heaters on the channel. But yeah, Riyadh season fight card is cool, but people are obviously like doing hella extra. And I have my thoughts. We're gonna see what comes true and what doesn't. Deuces.